Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of NasCard Radio. This is episode 152 of NasCard Radio. I'm your pal Val. And with me is the man, the myth, the legend, PSA and White Castle Hall of Famer, Logan. Logan, how are you doing tonight, this week?
We're going to start off with it's been pretty stressful the last 48 hours, but what I am doing now is I'm making bits and bytes flow through the little copper wires like they should.
Doing what it takes. So, again,
Mm-hmm.
this is NasCard Radio, where trading cards and racing meet. I want to thank our sponsor, Panini America. Oh, you turned off your AC.
Yeah, turn off my AC.
We have I guess a shortened version this today. We'll we'll see, but that's usually the kiss of death. But we'll do racing recap. We're gonna talk about what it took to get this week's episode out, and then we'll finish with the racing with the King's Court. So
Yeah. Plus
uh,
we got a little news nugget too. So it's a pretty good little show. I mean,
uh, they're always good, right? So King's Court is always awesome, and because the weeks killer cards and the racing recap and who the rookies are winning and stuff and their cards and definitely all right, let's get some housekeeping here. Welcome new subscriber Oliver Barad. Appreciate you joining the team here.
two thumbs up.
Yeah. And then of course our shout outs to Skid Marks, Kyle Katz, and Michael Haggard for the YouTube comments. We read them, so please leave them. Appreciate that and all the support for the show and
And
everybody
we
else.
and we reply back to him as well.
Yep. And so
Mhm.
leave a comment. We'll give you a shout out to the show. Hey, if you're watching the show for the first time, hit that subscribe button. We'll give you a shout out as well. We're one big um, racing card family here. So
Yes, we are.
NASCAR, F1, IndyCar. So, and speaking of that, let's get going right into the racing recap. Craftsman Truck Series, they were off last week. They are racing this week. That's going to be race number 15, and that's going to be the CRC Brackley 150 at Pocono Raceway. And that's going to be Saturday, July 22nd at 12 p.m. So we have a doubleheader Saturday. Moving over to the Xfinity Series. There's race number 18, and that was the Am Better Health 200. That was Saturday, July 15th at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. John Hunter Nemechek was our winner. Highest finishing rookie was Chandler Smith at position 2.
Go Chandler Smith.
Yeah. So let's jump into the cards. Let me go over to that screen over there. John Hunter Nemechek. Seems like we just talked about him last week. It's because we did.
Yep, he had a twofer.
Yeah. Oh, right there. No, right there. There we go. Okay. 2016 Panini certified. I'm gonna go through all these, but there's mirrored parallels for those. There's certified potential signatures. There's Prism fire suit fabrics. Yes, Prism had relics in them, as well as autographs. So the 2016 Panini Prism driver signatures. He has no base 2016 Prism. It does also have base in 2016 Panini Torque, card number 65, and the parallels, printing plates, and then also combo materials signatures in Panini in 2016 Panini Torque, um, and those are pretty limited. So he's starting to get it done. I think it's looking for like his year, man.
I think you're going to see John Hunter Nemechek in a Cup ride with Gibbs in the near future.
Those
Maybe as soon
Gibbs,
as next year.
those Gibbs guys are aging out.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Truex, even though he was a winner, he's not 100% sure he's going to come back.
I mean, does he need to drive? He can
No.
do other stuff. He's a Hall of Fame lock.
Yeah,
So
he needs to win the championship this year and then right off into the sunset.
that would be a nice story. So all right, moving over to the highest finishing rookie. That was Chandler Smith. His rookies of 2021 with Donruss Signature Series, 2021 Panini Chronicles, different subsets in there. There's the Chronicles autographs, Obsidian, Score autographs, Select autographs, Spectra, also in 2020 Panini National Treasures, also 2021 Panini Prism card there with all the parallels. And the signing sessions, I have a note here that they possibly could have been redemptions or points that maybe they weren't on the checklist. So keep an eye on those.
Yeah, that's not the first time, and won't be the last time we'll see that.
Yeah, sometimes either they don't get fulfilled in time, or then they use them as bait for the points. So
Mm-hmm.
next race number 19. That's going to be Explore the Pocono Mountains 225. That's going to be at Pocono Raceway. That's Saturday, July 22nd at 5:30 p.m. So doubleheader Saturday. And then moving over to the Cup race, that was race number 20. And that was the Crayon 301. That was Sunday, July 16th at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Well, actually, that was Monday, the 17th. But Martin Truex was our winner. Highest finisher was Ty Gibbs at position 27.
Yeah, go Ty Gibbs again.
Yep. And Martin Truex. Talked to him about him. Well, not quite a bit, but I guess with the 70th anniversary and then the other win, um, he's starting to put it all together this year too.
Yeah, well, this is his third win of the year, man.
Right. And last year, talking about like last year, he had like no wins, but a lot of the stats were similar. But his rookie 2024, which is a good year with Kyle Busch as well. Press pass signings. He's also in the 2004 Press Pass Dale Earnhardt Jr. set. He's got about 5 cards in that set. In the parallels, he's in Optima and Stealth, 2004 Trackside with the image variation, and also 2004 Wheels High Gear. So here's some of those here, and then there's the image variation with and without the yellow lanyard around the guy in the back and the right in the white shirt.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think we talked about it before. I had ordered a bunch of those cards way back when from Burbank, and they didn't even know about that because I got a mixture of both of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then one of our favorite cards with the golden Oreo to the right and the stealth card
Yeah.
back to the left.
As opposed to the golden horseshoe that William Byron has right now.
Yeah, that Jimmy Johnson gave him, or
Yeah.
Jack and S.
Yep, sure did. He's now the owner. It's in a safe place.
Okay. Let's see. Highest finished rookie, Ty Gibbs. And I know we've talked about him in the nauseum. So 2020 Panini Chronicles, pretty much all the subsets in there, and autographs. And then only autographs are not only, in 2020 Prism, Ty Gibbs only has autographs, no base cards there. So
Well, you're being nice calling those things autographs.
they have writing on them.
Yeah, that's it. They've got writing on them.
Well, okay, it's a whole nother show for another day with
Yep.
autographs and the kids today. But
Yeah, move on.
yep. All right, closing some windows here. Next race is going to be race number 21, and that's going to be the highpoint.com 400 at Pocono Raceway, and that's going to be Sunday, July 23rd at 2:30 p.m. Moving over to F1, no races last week. Race number 11 is going to be Sunday, July 23rd at 9 a.m., and that's going to be the Hungarian Grand Prix. My money's probably on Max Verstappen, who's won 8 of the 10 races so far.
Let me think about that. You're right.
Yeah, so he's 19 points ahead of 19. Yeah, right. He's increased his lead 19 points since the other race against over Sergio Perez for a 99-point lead over Sergio Perez for the
Yeah.
championship.
I need to do some math and figure out when he gets to lock, which probably is not very far off in the future.
I so we have, I believe, 23 races this year, and we're at 11. So
Yeah. So yeah, we're not really halfway yet, or almost halfway.
yeah, I think another 6 races, and I think he's be a lock. But
Yeah.
we digress. Okay, moving over to IndyCar Series. And say hi to Kin. So that was the 2023 Honda Indy of Toronto. That was Sunday, July 16th at the exhibition place in Toronto, Ontario. Christian Lundgaard was our winner.
Yep. First time winner.
Yes, first time winner in chicken dinner.
Yeah. That was a. I think that was a very popular win. I was glad to see that.
Yeah, a little new blood in there, a little somebody new. So, and speaking of which, he has some rookie cards or first cards, even though they're in F1. We all get along in the racing community, so I was happy to see that. And he's in the famous 2020 Topps Chrome Formula One. He has 2 cards in that set. The one to the left there with the pose with his hands crossed, and then also to the right of the car, and then that is duplicated through all the parallels. So between the 2020 Topps Chrome Formula One and the Sapphire Edition, it's basically the same thing. He does have some autographs in there, and I put 2 examples in there with the, I guess, the silver and the green. He's got a little chicken scratch, but
Yeah. Better than Ty Gibbs though.
yeah, I'd say that. And I think 2 sleepers. These 2 sleepers for me is the 2020 Topps F1 stickers. He has 1 sticker. That's 216. Haven't seen any examples of those. So, and then the 2020 Topps Turbo Attacks Formula One card number 118, Marcus Armstrong and Christian Lundgaard. So those might be 2 sneaky sleepers.
Yeah. He's got some wavy hair action going on there too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I'm down with that.
Yep.
'Cause I
Next,
like the hair like that. Anyway, go
yeah.
ahead.
Next race gonna be race 11, and that's gonna be July 22nd, and that's the HighVDeals.com 250, and it's gonna be 3 p.m. on the 22nd. It says in Iowa.
That's
That's
actually a track that Rusty Wallace designed. That he designed that racetrack in Iowa. Believe it or not, that's weird, but I know that's off the wall. But yeah, there you go.
okay. So that is racing recap. You want to hit some nuggets?
I just have one news nugget this week, and let me find it. It's from J-Ski, and oh, my phone is ringing. Um, anyway, it's from J-Ski, and Shane Van Gisbergen, the 3-time Supercar champion and winner of the July 2nd inaugural Chicago Street Race, is in his lone NASCAR Cup Series start, will return to the Cup Series August 13th on the road course at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The 34-year-old Auckland, New Zealand native will again race the number 91 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for the Trackhouse Racing Team's Project 91 program. So he's back. What do you think? There you go.
I love it. I think he
Mm-hmm.
goes back home, tells all his friends, get some more folks from Australia and New Zealand here racing in the U.S.
I want to see a twofer.
That would be nice. That would send shockwaves through NASCAR.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I got my jar of Vegemite in the mail along with my Shane Van Gisbergen rookie cards.
It looks like that. Awesome.
Yes, just like that. So check that out. And they actually came pretty quick when you think about it. It's less than 2 weeks from
It's on the other,
Australia.
it's on the other side of the world.
Yeah, I got all kinds of weird updates like your package has entered the port of Los Angeles. Wow. Okay. Pretty cool. But yeah, I got them. Glad to have them. I'll give you some at the National, Val, when I see you here in less than a week.
Yeah. Time is flying by now.
It is,
It
man.
seemed like it was so far away. Now it's like just a few days away. So, and let's see what else we got. Okay. So, show's a little late this week. I want to go into some of your, I don't mean to laugh at all. It's just been a lot of obstacles for you this week.
I've had a tremendous amount of obstacles in the last 48 hours. 48 hours ago, we had a severe straight line windstorm come through the Memphis area, and it knocked out a huge part of the city's power. So not only was that bad, but we've had really bad heat, like 96 to 97 degrees with very high humidity. So yesterday, actually it was last night, about 11 o'clock or so local time here, our power came back. However, our internet did not come back, or our cable TV. It was still out. And that's, it's by a provider that we all probably know. I'm not going to mention any names, but so today I had to go to work. I had to work. So I went to a fellow employee's house and worked at their house today. And while I was there, I saw that my internet came back up. So I'm like, great. We're going to do, because we were supposed to record this show. We're actually recording on Thursday. I think today's what, the 20th. We were supposed to record last night. So we were trying to give it a day. Maybe things get in line, everything works and all that. So I'm going, great. Now I've got internet. We can do NasCard radio tonight. So I went through, got my King's Court together, sent it to Val. Everything's cool. We record at 8 o'clock local time for me. 7:45 local time here tonight. Poof. Cable and internet gone. Like, oh, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. I was so disappointed and pretty much upset about it because it's been a very stressful 48 hours. And let me, a little sidebar. Today at 3:15 local time, we found out that our water supply here has been contaminated with diesel fuel. So now we don't have any water. So it's just like whammo, whammo, whammo. We're just getting killed here. So anyway, getting back to the internet story. So when it went out, I'm thinking, this thought popped in my head because the other day, it was actually yesterday. All these days, all this time is just been melted together. It's all very weird for me right now, right? So yesterday when I went out to try to call somebody, because I can't call from here because the service is really not very good. So I had to get in my car to go call people, my customers, my friends, whoever. As I left, I saw a cable repair truck, and I saw a guy with a generator, a little handheld generator. And I didn't think anything about it till tonight. And I realized what was going on. Since the power's been out, they are powering the pedestal for all their equipment with this little generator. And there's a picture of it right there. So I told my wife, I said, hey, I wonder if that's the problem. So I went and I found it. It's in some woods, as you could see in that picture. Sure enough, it wasn't running. So I ran back home, got my gas, went back there, filled it up, fired it up, came home. Guess what? Everything's working. Internet, cable TV. My neighbors have a lot to thank me for, which they don't even know. So, but apparently this little bitty generator is not going to last very long. It probably lasts about 4 hours or so, because at 3 something this afternoon is when I saw it come back on, and it went off at 7:45. So it's probably got like a 4-hour window for this generator. So it's not going to last forever. So anyway, that's what we went through. That's the dedication that we have for NasCard Radio to get this program to you guys. to go find a generator, put gas in it, fire it up, and get it everything up, and get the internet back online so I can be here tonight with y'all.
Well, you also kind of left something out 'cause you kind of mentioned it, but kind of skipped over. Uh, so not a lot of water. So you went to go look for some water.
Yeah, I went to look for water at my Target today, and I was there about an hour and a half after they had announced the water, being tainted with diesel fuel, and that was my Target. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'm no big deal. I'm going to get me some Gatorade. So I'm like walking out of Target or heading up to go check out, and way at the far end of Target, they're wheeling out 2 pallets of water. So literally, from the time I was like on the far end of the store and got to the other end of the store, half of each of those pallets were gone. People were like, they were on that water like fire ants, man. So I got there and I got me some water. I just got a couple cases of it. No, I wasn't trying to, just be greedy. And the manager was there, and I said, "Hey, man, um, you guys would be smart if you were to limit this to give everybody a chance." And he goes, "Oh no, we can't do that. It's corporate policy. It's their decision. I can't do that." I'm like, "Really?" Because I saw somebody with a basket, and they had the basket full way up and underneath, and all kind of just full of freaking water. It's like, come on, give everybody else a chance, really. So it's not that big a deal. I mean, if I have to go find water, I'll drive down Mississippi or somewhere, and I'll find. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
Well, it could get kind of tricky if you don't have power, you don't have gas, you can't travel far to get water. So,
That's true. I
um,
did fill up yesterday.
so it could become critical. I'm hoping, we're all praying that it doesn't, and you don't know how long this will last, but hopefully, it's resolved quickly for everybody. But it's kind of
Yeah,
scary time. But we appreciate your dedication. To the show and everybody. So again, I gave him opportunities to bypass to skip. So
yeah.
um,
Val and I had talked earlier this afternoon. In fact, I was coming back from my fellow coworker's house, and he said, "We don't have to do it." I said, "Do we're going to do it because this is going to give me some happiness to do this because it has been literally so stressful the last 48 hours between the water and the electricity, the internet and cable and all the crazy things that have happened here. And to top it all off, they're telling us that at 4:30 in the morning coming up, we're going to have strong thunderstorms, and uh, the biggest problem with that is high winds. So we may lose it again.
mm, well,
Can't wait.
you go. I was gonna say you go fill that generator up and turn it off, and then you can go turn it on in the morning.
Well, my generator here that I've got, I've left all the extension cords. I have extension cord. You can't see it, of course, but I have extension cords that go everywhere to power up things in the house, like the network and stuff, to get things up. I have not removed anything. The generator's still in this place. Um, I'm ready because I'm ready for it because it's happened before. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens. That's where we are.
All right. Eh,
I'd love to hear comments on this. Anybody who wants to comment on it, I want to hear what you have to think because this is just like I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the plague of locusts to hit next because it's just whammo, 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 one thing after another.
Yeah. I mean, we all have different experiences, and I'm sure some of us have gone through it before, and some have been worse than others.
Hmm.
I know we've had some ice storms and stuff like that where it didn't have power for a week, but this
Yeah,
was early 2000s, and we were so happy to see those power guys. Wow. Um, yeah, until you experience that, but and just kind of luckily you don't have any infants or whatever. Trying to manage that, right? That could
yeah,
be um very very stressful. So
yeah. Or imagine somebody that's on oxygen or something, and those kind of things. That's what makes this really really bad. Uh, it just seems like our infrastructure here in the Memphis area is just held together by baling wire and duct tape and maybe some balsa wood, and because it's the least little storm and we lose power. I joked about it last night on Facebook before it hit. I said we're about to lose power, and sure enough,
I don't
whammo.
I don't necessarily think it's your area. I'm seeing more and more articles about the infrastructure and the grid and um some of that resiliency, you know, for that. So as we add more stuff, add cars and stuff like that,
Yeah.
we're just taxing the system, and all that stuff is aging as well. So
Yeah, it is, and makes it hard to go buy cards, man. I can't if electricity's out, Target's closed, and I can't go buy cards. I don't like that.
well, I did see I did see you sorting 88 Max by flashlight. So
Yes, I was doing that because I was actually getting ready to take those to the national to submit to PSA. Um, but I still haven't had a chance to actually input my order. At least I've got them graded, or I've gone through them, looked at them all front and back and all that, and put them in the card saver ones, and they're ready. And now I just got to input the order.
so go fill up the gas in the generator and then run back to the house and put your order in.
Yeah, that's what. After we get done here, I'm going to go do some more sleuthing and diagnosis, and take my multimeter and see if I can make this a more permanent solution.
Gotcha. All right, well, let's end it there, and let's go into King's Court. We'll end the show a little early today, so you can go out there into the woods. And
I'll probably get a Rocky Mountain spotted
oh
fever
my
from
God, don't even say that. Scratch that. Make sure you check yourself then.
Yeah.
And yeah, so all right. Let's see. Let me find the band here.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. All righty then, as we've heard in the past. We're going to start out this week's King's Court with our honorable mention, and it's Jeffy Poo. This was on the 13th of July. It's a Jeff Gordon 2022 National Treasures Racing Retro Gold autograph, number 1 of 2. Well, you can see that Jeffy really went out on a limb to sign a lot of cards for everybody.
Yeah. Well, we know how he likes to sign, so.
Oh, yes. We
He's
got
no
the
Richard Petty.
t-shirts.
Yeah.
We need to get some made that say, I did not get an autograph from Jeff when I saw him, or something like that. Anyway, this bad boy went out for bidding, and it ended up at $440 with 49 bids. So
Yeah, I think that's yeah, it's a Jeff Gordon. It's on card is awesome, not a sticker, so
yeah, that's a beauty. I mean, I'll admit it. I love that card. It's especially since it is on card, that is the key for me.
yeah, and I think that that red with the image and the car and the red band behind it on all that white, it just and the blue auto.
Yeah.
Looks good. It's a good looking card.
Yes, it's a sweet card. Congrats to whoever got that bad
Yeah.
boy.
Yep.
All right. Next up is our Joker of the Week. This was on the 19th of July. It's a 1968 American Oil Babe Ruth / 68 Corvette Winter Circle double panel PSA 6. They were asking $449.99 for this. They settled on a best offer of $200.
Interesting.
So not bad.
Yeah. I mean, you get the Babe Ruth, you get Babe there, so
You got the Babe, and then you got a Corvette. But this was listed under the NASCAR trading card, so I just said, "What the heck?" Put that in here.
no, that's fine.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I've told the story before. I remember when I was a kid, my dad going to the gas station and getting these things, and all he was worried about was, did he win the instant win thing or not? And
That's what everybody did back then.
Yeah, you just didn't keep them, man. People just didn't keep these kind of things. That's why they're so tough.
Right, exactly right. It wasn't deemed a collectible. It was more of a
Exactly.
game and just stuff. So,
Yep.
all right.
So cool, man. Okay, next up is our Jack of the Week, our young driver. This was on the 14th of July. It's Sammy Smith, 3 of 3, Auto Rookie Patch 2022 Panini National Treasures Racing. They were asking $645 for this card and really wasn't far off from where they settled. They settled for an offer of $600 for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like the mobile ad there. It's not. It's screened on. It's not embroidered like the old days, but and it looks like a sticker auto. So
Yeah, it is a sticker auto, and you can also see there's like some staining on that fire suit. So that fire suit has been through some stuff.
yeah.
But that's really cool. I love the way that looks. Now it would be nice if you could get the other part of the mobile. I'm sure that's because we've noticed that Panini they do them backwards. They like the 3 of 3 would be the first part, and then the 2 of 3 is the second one, and then the 1 of 3 is the last one.
Right. And I
Usually.
told you, talking with one of the Panini guys at the National, they were surprised that even that stuff got in there right because of the way they have to feed it in. So it makes kind of sense that it does, but it doesn't. So it's probably in the first bracket, but probably when you flip it over, it's at the end or whatever. So
Yeah,
it's a little different. It's not just apply a sticker and whatever. It's a whole process.
yeah. I do hate that he's gone to the double S for his autograph instead of D.
Yeah.
I think that's just Sammy. That's a cop out. You need to treat your fans right. But still, it's a cool card, man. Congrats to whoever got this one too.
Yeah, it's very colorful. I like it.
Yep, I like it too. Okay, our next card is our Queen of the Week. Check it out who it is. It's not Haley this week, for crying out loud. This was on the 16th of July. It's Tony Breidinger 2022 Obsidian Electric Etch White Mojo Autograph. Say that fast 10 times. It's a 101.
It is 101.
Yeah, it's sweet, man. Well, they were asking $750 for this bad girl.
Yep.
I wasn't gonna say bad boy, but that wouldn't be right.
Right.
Um,
She's a bad girl.
yeah,
She's she's beating uh, Haley when she's racing.
she sure is. But they settled on a best offer for $600 for that card. Believe
Wow.
it or not, $600 for her. But that is a cool card. That's a nice looking card. And I see it's got Joey Logano's sponsor. She's got the hair club going on there.
Yeah, I'd like to see what that looks like in person because it looks like it's like the edge white
Yeah,
mojo. I'd be curious to see what that looks like in person. I bet it looks a lot better.
I'm sure it does look a lot
So
better.
and auto, we go all over Sammy Smith with the double S's. At least Tony, she's got, you can read the Tony B.
Yeah, Tony B and at least and Danica spells out Danica.
Right.
So there you go.
Yeah, she hasn't signed her last name anymore. I think, or she did her rookie year, but in
Yeah.
Indy. But anyway, digress. But that's a pretty good price there.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to hold that value, but if she gets up there and she can get into like the Xfinity series, maybe she can do something. We'll see. Time
Possibly,
will
right?
tell.
So it's a rookie 101. So
Hmm.
those Haley 101s, I don't know if I ever saw the Prism 101 sell. I know
I think I might have seen that, but that's been a while.
maybe that was like 700. But I do remember the Donruss Auto 101 one for like 250, 350 early on. So,
Yeah,
but
that's before people thought she was going to
people,
be
yeah,
great.
well, people were aware of her, but
Yeah. All right. So our next card is our King of the Week. This is on the 18th of July. It's 2018 Panini Chronicles Racing Prime Chase Elliott Jumbo Patch 1 of 1, another 1 of 1. They were asking $500 for this, and that's a really cool looking card right there with the Twitter logo and everything. But anyway, they were asking $500 for this card, and somebody went click, and they bought it for $500.
Wow.
So let me ask you: do you think that that the seller left money on the table, or you think that's about the right price?
I'm looking at the 2018 Panini Chronicles. Chronicles didn't start until 2020. So is this a 2018 Victory Lane Prime patch? Or is this a 2018 have Prime? I'm trying to understand. It almost looks like, see if I can say
That's it says Prime Racing, so I think that's
2018 Prime.
so.
I don't remember when Prime came out, like what, 1 or 2 years. So, but it is definitely 2018. So it is not Chronicles.
Yeah, it's not Chronicles. It's not, of course, it's not National Treasures or anything like that.
Right.
Uh, but that's a
So
I love that card though, man. That is really neat.
yeah, I love it with that, the Twitter and the at Chase, whatever his handle is on that. That is a really unique card. And again, that's why it's the Jumbo Patch 101. So again, um, Prime and Victory Lane had those jumbo swatches. Those are awesome.
Yeah, they are awesome, and you can tell that part of the uniform has gone through some wear and tear as well. When you look at it, you see it's got some staining on it and stuff. Which I like that. I don't, the pristine ones are okay, but this one saw some action.
Yeah. So back to your original question, I think they did leave some money on the table. I don't know what you think, and I'll ask you in a minute. But I'm thinking this is a $600-700 card.
Hmm. Yeah.
Agree? You can disagree. It's fine.
No, I think it's at least that. I was actually thinking more towards 900 is what I was
Okay.
thinking,
Okay. All right.
somewhere in there. I think the seller did leave a little money on the table. I would have started it at 1,000 and see where it went,
Worked your way down.
and
Yeah.
that would have been what I would have done.
Yeah. I think it's close to 1,000 than to the 500. So,
Yeah,
but interesting. It's a beautiful card.
it is beautiful, and I'm glad to see some of these cards like this go for prices like that. It's not too exorbitant. It's affordable, within reason, and it's a nice card for the money. So again, I'm congratulating a lot of people. Congrats to whoever got this one. I think you got a good deal.
Yeah. Again, our hobby is totally different than some of the other sports. I mean, getting a one-on-one patch like this is you know probably a couple grand if it was basketball or something. If it was a logo, man, or what. I mean, it's it's Chase Elliott's start of his handle and Twitter logo on it from his uniform. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it don't get much better than that.
No, it really doesn't.
So
That's
maybe some massive Napa embroidery or something, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, or
So
something with the Facebook logo on it, or who knows.
exactly. So all right, keep on going here.
All right, all right. Next up is our Ace of the Week. It's our one of one. This is on the 16th of July. It's 2021 National Treasures Racing Mark Martin Cut Auto Booklet, one of one. That's really cool, man. And of course, you can see it's from the lithograph.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's from the lithograph all day long. They all signed it in pencil.
Yeah, they all signed them in pencil. Um, I love that lithograph. But I just almost think it's a travesty that they cut them up. But what that will do for us, if they can ever get Teresa Earnhardt to agree to a deal, they'll be able to issue Dale Earnhardt Senior autographs just like this,
Right.
because they've got them. They just
Oh
can't do
yeah,
anything with them.
yeah, exactly. I do like the five-time Iraq champ on there.
Hmm.
It's nice and pretty nice patch on there too.
Yeah. So check this out. They were asking $1,500 for this.
Hmm.
They settled on a best offer of $800.
Oh wow,
Yeah, $800 for that. That's pretty pricey for that, I think.
I think so too. I think it's a little pricey. Granted it's from the lithograph, or whatever, but you can get Mark Martin other autos and stuff. Again, this is 101 and unique. So I do see there's value, I guess, in some of that stuff. But for
Mhm.
the Mark Martin super collector, then um, it's kind of a grail here.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, and I'm a Mark Martin fan. I've always liked Mark Martin. He always raced clean. He raced people like they raced him, and he's he's probably between him and Fireball Roberts, they're probably the two greatest NASCAR Cup drivers to not win a championship.
Yeah, I'm a big Mark Martin fan. He was one of the first drivers I used to follow.
Yeah,
And of course, we went and saw him being inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. So,
yeah, that was a good time too.
yep. All right.
Okay, all right. Finally, our Royal Flush of the week. This will be our highest priced card. Of course, gee, I bet you never could have guessed this, Val.
Never.
This was
I
on
want to say we saw this card already.
well, we saw the orange one. This
Okay. So it's a red. Okay.
is a red one. But this was on the 14th of July. It's a 2022 Topps Chrome F1 Max Verstappen. It's an auto red refractor, number 1 of 5. And of course, they put in parentheses driver number, which that's true. It is the driver number. So even better, right?
I thought they were going to say it's the number he's holding up in his hand.
Yeah. No, I told you he was trying to figure out which direction the wind's coming from. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's see, where is okay, there we go. Anyway, this is a PSA 9 with an auto 10, right? So it's
Yeah.
not even a PSA 10 grade for the card. Now, of course, here we go again with the pie in the sky crap with them asking $14,999.99 for this card.
At
And
least
guess
they don't have Doctor Evil up there. $1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, but they ended up settling on a best offer of
Eight.
$7,000.
Oh, okay.
So pretty pricey yet again for good old Max.
It's nice. It's nice. It's pretty with that red and that dark background on that fire suit. And let's see how the auto looks. Looks like a pretty good auto.
Yeah, the auto's
All
pretty
on the
good.
sticker. All on the sticker. So, and we talked about him before. He's the one to beat for his third championship. And I don't know if there's anybody going to be around to beat him yet. So how
Yeah, I
many
think
they can reel off in the next couple of years before they catch up?
a third championship for him is a lock for this year. Going forward, I'm sure he could very easily tie Lewis Hamilton with 7 championships. So, and he may be able to do more because I remember I remember when Jeff Gordon first hit the scene in NASCAR. I predicted 10 championships for him when he started getting on a roll. And I'm thinking, oh dear God, no! Please don't let this happen, because that's just insane. He only ended up with 4, but Jimmy came in and kind of messed him up a little bit too.
Well, you
But
also have the human element too, right? So Ray Evernham leaving was a massive hit to him.
oh
Granted, he did win one after, but I think that whole team was kind of in place, but
yeah,
it
that
didn't
was
last.
that was with Robbie Loomis, who used to be crew chief for Richard Petty back in the day, who won with Jeffy Poo. Um, so yeah, Max could very easily be an 8-time or even more champion. Time will tell. We will see.
Yeah, it's all we don't know, but if they can keep that nucleus together and keep if Red Bull keeps that coming in. I was just thinking, I don't know why, but it popped in the Chicago Bulls, right? They had the greatest team, and then they said, "Okay, enough's enough. We're just going to break it up here, and kind of collect the money, and we're not going to pay Jordan, and we're going to break the team up, and just we've had enough," kind of a thing.
Yeah, and that could very well happen here. I mean, there
You
could
never
be
know.
egos involved, money involved. You never know what could happen. Engineering, I mean, that's also a very big part of that. Look at Lando Calrissian Norris, and yeah,
Just gonna say that. McLaren seems to be making strides here. Um, Mercedes is working on it, but I think McLaren is working a little harder than Mercedes. So we don't know what's going on behind. So again, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. I guess in NASCAR and some stuff, we kind of pin everything right on the driver, and that's like I guess in football, and pin it all on the quarterback. But there's a lot of stuff
hmm
going on that you don't even see. Um, down to the trainers and whatever, and NASCAR F1, the guys in the pit box and the engineers, and just it just is across the board. So to try to keep that lightning in the bottle for years, it's tough. It can be done, but it takes work to do that. So
it takes work, dedication, and a lot of drive to do that. It really does.
right, and everybody kind of swimming in one direction, right, and not one ego. Is basically you put your stuff to the side for the good of the group. So
Yep, for sure. So we'll see. Time will tell with this man. Right now, he is clicking on all cylinders. He is unstoppable, and most importantly, he is unbeatable.
yeah, it's like if he doesn't lead every lap, it's like, oh my goodness, what's wrong? But it's like you just want to win the race, but everybody's like trying to be total dominant. And you don't have to be total dominant. You just need to be you know the best of the race. So
So that's it for this week's King's Court.
all righty. Well, I guess that's it. I don't know if we have anything else you want to discuss
Um,
here before we go. You got some hashtags. We do have the national next week. We're gonna have a quick show. We're gonna try to bundle something up, racing recap and whatever, and then have that release probably Wednesday. I guess we'll already be at the national, but
yeah, yeah. Val and I both will be there. Oh, do you hear
I hear
my
Bella.
puppy girl snoring? Yeah, she's like literally right down here, and she's laying next to me, and she's sleeping. She's been stressed out too because this is with the generator going and all the things. She was scared to go outside and go to the bathroom and just all kinds of things. So things have calmed down and she's feeling a lot better. So,
Well, good.
but yeah, hashtags. We've got hashtag skid marks, Ty freaking Gibbs, and hashtag sled fire.
Slide file.
In which we will have some sled fire stickers and things to give away at the national and some pins. Not to mention our NASCAR radio stickers and all that. So if you see us, stop us, talk to us. We want to talk to anybody and everybody who's watching the show at the national because we're
Yeah,
there to have fun and be with you guys. Of course, buying cards is a primary thing, but to me, one of the biggest things is just being there and having fun with everybody at the national.
yeah. I want to see what everybody's picking up. I want to see the cars we've missed. We should be all over everything on Thursday, Friday. So I'll be curious to see what we missed.
Yeah,
Chris,
because yeah, remember who was it? Was it Justin Channels or somebody last year that came back with a really nice Richard Petty booklet? I'm like, where did you find that? He goes, I just bought this a little while ago. It's like, how did we miss that?
yeah. So stuff's being opened and everything. So everything's in flux through the whole show. So
True, because if I had seen that, I'd have bought it because it was
oh, I
beautiful.
know. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, appreciate everybody watching the show, and you know, share the podcast. We appreciate it very much. And from me and Logan, have a great race weekend, and we will catch everybody back here next week. We're out of here.